So this is a short video about the PPTELL Quest and the Quest system and how it works. So the first thing is finding where the quest is. So if people arrive here at the entrance and the welcome area, you can bring them down into the main hall. And you will see over here that there is a sign which says PPTELL Quest. And so people should come into this area here. Okay. And you'll see over here that there are quest instructions for people to read. And if you can't recall yourself, you can obviously read them as well. So it talks about 26 PPTELL keys. Each key has a different question and a different answer. And the idea is that the person that has found the most number of keys within the time limit that we set will be the winner of the quest. As people click each key, you'll see over here, and I'll explain that again shortly. You'll see the scoreboard and the number of keys that they've found in a particular location will show there. There are 7 locations. Each location has 4 keys except for the traditional garden, which you can see is one of the locations there. Traditional garden only has 2 keys, but the number of keys in each location is on the scoreboard there. And then there are also, again, some instructions here on how to actually interact with the keys. And there is a sample key there. So if we click the sample key, we have a question that comes up. So this is obviously just a sample. There are specific questions with specific answers. So if people click the correct answer, then they get a message like this. And in the message, of course, it indicates that they are correct. It mentions that there are 4 keys in the location, and it mentions the next location. But if people want to do it out of order, then you have this next link here, which brings them back to this area here where the scoreboard is and where the instructions are. And you'll see down the bottom of the instructions, there are a series of squares, white squares with the names of each location and the number of keys. All people have to do if they want to teleport to a new location, then they can choose any one of these locations and they will be teleported directly there. All they have to do is click and it will take them to whatever location they've chosen. Or they can just simply go in sequence and each of the 4 keys in a location will mention what the next location is. So it can be done in sequence or it can be done separately. If, for example, they answer incorrectly, they will see a message here that says, sorry, that was incorrect. Please click the key and try again. But it also offers them the opportunity to return to the quest scoreboard and to teleport to other locations. So again, it's the same link and it will bring them back to this area here so they can choose a different location if they want. What's most important though is before they start looking for keys, they must click on one of the squares here on the scoreboard. So for example, click up there and you'll see my name. Well, this is my Second Life original name is now registered on the scoreboard. They'll also get instructions here in a little pop-up. So if they accept that, then they'll see there's the same instructions there, and also there's all the links there if they need. They don't necessarily have to come back to the main quest area. They can click on any of these links and they'll get a teleport window. It says landmark there, and then down the bottom here it says teleport. If they click the teleport button, they'll then be taken to the location that the teleport is for. So there's the locations there. There's further instructions there. and it mentions the first location, but again, it's up to people. They can go in any sequence. It doesn't matter. It will show how many keys they found in each location on the scoreboard as they find them. Okay. There's a bit of an introduction to Chinese Island as well. So they get these instructions when they click on the scoreboard and their name appears. Okay, so I don't need those. I guess the next thing to show you is to go down to one of the locations to, let's say, I'll click on one key in a couple of locations, then we'll come back here and we'll have a look and see if it's showing on the scoreboard there. So if I come over here, I want to go to the first location, the restaurant. I click that. And immediately I'm brought to the location of the restaurant. Now, this part of it, people will have to work it out for themselves, but they need to come into the restaurant. And the idea is to get them to look around for keys. So they're going to have to look fairly carefully. And, oh, look, there is one there. Okay, so if they find that, they can click that. And we have here our question: who are the organizers of the PPTELL 2022? We've got 4 choices. Okay, so clearly the correct answer is the first one. So if they click A, and there they go, they get the message. Oops, sorry. They get the message saying that's the correct answer. So again, it says after you find all 4 keys, the next location is. All right, so basically they can close that, and that should be showing up on the scoreboard. We'll go back and have a look in a minute. Again, there are 4 keys in this area, in this location, in the restaurant, because I know where they are. I can go directly to them. There's another one. So again, click on the key. There is the question. All right, here are our answers. All right, and in this case, we know it's D. Okay, so here's the confirmation that that's correct. And now there should be 2 keys showing up on the scoreboard for the restaurant. All right, and just to remind you, if they choose a wrong answer, okay, they'll get this message here, which says try again. So they can try as many times as they like, it doesn't matter. All right, actually, we might use this to go to, let's go to the next. Now, if they've already answered a question, oops, sorry, if they've already answered a question once before, they'll get this message, and it tells them that you've clicked that key and answered that question correctly. Please click another key. And if they click the same key twice, 3 times, 4 times, it will only register once on the scoreboard. So we might actually go and check that, because we've clicked two keys. One of the keys we've clicked twice, so we've clicked 3 times. But let's go back to the scoreboard and let's just see if that's showing. Right, so here we go, back to the scoreboard. Just close that. If I have a look there, now I click 3 times, but it's only showing 2. So it means there's still 2 keys in the restaurant that they haven't found. The other thing you'll notice that also there is the time showing here when the last key was clicked. And the idea is that if more than one person finds all the keys, one way to decide who is the winner is to look at the time and the date and see who found all the keys first. Okay, so that's why the time and the date is there. So let us now have a quick look at one other location. We'll go to the farmers market. Okay. So that's brought us directly to the farmers market. So I just need to wait for everything to appear. And so they're going to need to have to look around the farmer's market. Just wait for a moment. It takes sometimes a few minutes for everything to appear properly. Okay, so now all the color and the textures are starting to appear. And while that is happening, we can see here there is a key. All right, so if we click that key again, we get our question. Okay, and I've forgotten what the answer to this one is, so we're going to have to try self-directed learning. Is it C? Oh no, it was not C. So I got the sorry message. I can try again. Self-directed, I've forgotten, to be honest. I'm going to try A. Aha, it was A. There we go. So there's the confirmation that that answer was correct. And you'll see on all of the keys, floating above the key, there are 2 rows of numbers. So this is key number 2 of 4 keys in this location. And the 26, there are a total of 26 keys, and this is the 6th key out of the 26. So the idea is that people will then know how many keys there are in the location that they need to find, and also how many keys that they've found in total. Okay, so that's one key. There is another key around here. Okay, they can click that. And the idea is just to get them to have a look around at the each location fairly thoroughly. There's another key there. So that's key number 3 out of 4 in this location. And there's one more in here, key number 4. All right, so let's go, let's do this one. So the question is, Sandy wants to improve the student's reading. Again, I've forgotten who it is. What would you suggest? All right, I'm going to go for Dr. Lin Lin. No, that was wrong. Okay, so I'm going to go for Dr. Angel Lin. No, I was wrong. So let's go for, who else have we done? Dr. Wenlan. Aha, it was Dr. Wenlan Zhang. All right, so I've got confirmation now that my answer is correct. And even though I've clicked that a number of times, I've only answered 2 questions here so far. So let's go back to the main quest area and have a look and see what's showing on the scoreboard. Okay, and close that. And let's have a look. Okay, so, all right, in the farmer's market area, we clicked 2 keys. We found 2 keys, answered 2 questions correctly, and that was done at 6:53. It doesn't really matter. The time is I think it's UTC. Anyhow, it's a central global time. It doesn't really matter. The date is today's date, but all the times will be using the same time location, so we'll be able to compare them to see who was the first to find all 26. So that is pretty much all I wanted to show you in terms of the quest. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me and ask.